With us now is Michael Bracelend Smith, and I'm very excited that he's here because we got to meet out in the Hamptons. I fell in love with his gift, and his gift is woodworking. Now, I want to call him a sculptor, but he's got a really much more clever way of describing what you do. Michael, what do you call yourself?
Well, they call me.
Yes.
I'm just Mike.
Okay.
I'm an abstract constructionist,
Okay.
which means I construct things, basically, and I do funky stuff.
Now, you started out in the construction industry or the inventing industry. You've done a lot with your hands.
I worked my way to being a trim carpenter after working my way through the trades, different trades, hopefully getting projects smaller and smaller until we've gotten to this point where I've branched off and now I'm a full-time artist.
Excellent. A full-time artist. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
It's a wonderful place to be.
So now I got a chance to visit your workshop,
Yes.
which is like a wonderland in itself, right?
It's a nice space, as they call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's like walking into the woods. I mean, you've got pieces that you've collected, that you've culled together, I guess, for a few years now. Where do you find your materials?
Not actually for a few years. This is a fairly short duration thing. Whereas I used to go to Home Depot or Riverhead Building to get materials, trim materials. Now I go in my car or I get on my specially adapted bicycle and I go into the woods and I'll get the vines that you have in some pieces, twigs, sticks. I look for trees that are in states of decay. And as a tree starts to break down and get old, certain things happen, one being wormholes, which you can see some wormholes.
Those are those tiny little
holes,
pieces,
which
right,
become,
little crevices.
You know, a very, it's kind of like God's handiwork. And I slice a tree, and I'm looking for that. So when I down a tree, I'll bring it home. I may send it to the mill. I may mill it myself, depending on what my goals are. Another thing that happens, which you can see in this piece here, is a thing called spalting.
Okay. I'm going to lift this in.
That's basically a fungus. If you look on the frame that wraps the interior of this piece, there's all this intricate work that it's actually a fungus that gets up into the tree and forms these intricate patterns.
And I own this fungus.
And you own that baby.
This is my prized possession.
Can you get that to move a little bit?
Yes, I can.
There's a kinetic function in that. I make mobiles, which there's really no mobiles except for this and this other piece at my feet. But that's what they call kinetic sculpture.
Okay.
And that's movement, and that's kind of a backbone of what I do, that I incorporate movement into some of my works.
And you've been shown in galleries and your private collections.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's taken off like a rocket. I do a very unique thing. I've never really had somebody say that, oh, my Uncle Bob does that.
Right.
I've taken my skills as a trim carpenter and incorporated those with, I have somewhat of an understanding of nature that gets more intense all the time. And I try to bring that. I go in the woods and I try to have the woods talk to me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, you've seen the sign in my shop. I have a sign in my shop that says, "What would the tree want you to do?"
Yes.
So I try to get that. I try
You
not
do
to
honor your material. That I must say about you. You really do have a love of nature. You honor your materials, and you really are trying to get it to speak through your art. I do know that about you. I mean, we're having fun here, but in all honesty, you're a very serious artist.
I'm very serious. I work long days. You know, I've been a single dad of 5 children for 15 years. I've worked hard, so I just take that business acumen and veracity to get things done, and I turn out a lot of work.
Every day you're working there,
Every day I'm working.
Every day.
Yeah.
And how can people see your pieces if they wanted to either visit your workshop, or how could you, you got a showing?
My next show is at the Main Street Gallery in Huntington, which is a very nice step up for me.
Great.
And that is July 29th.
Wonderful.
Reception's at 6 o'clock. That's a really well-known gallery, and I'm looking very forward to being there.
Congratulations, and I'm sure they're very happy to have you. Thank you for joining us, and
pleasure.
I look forward to more of your beautiful creations.
We're going for it.
There you go. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. We've been visiting with Michael Bracelend Smith.